Another race that we have been keeping a close eye on, and one that really all around the country people are keeping a close eye on, this is the U.S. Senate race, the seat left by Carl Levin, who's been in that seat for the last 36 years.
Rick was talking about the tight campaigning by Mark Schauer. It can be argued that Gary Peters ran a very effective race, really pigeonholing his opponent, Terry Lynn Land. She was never able to define herself, and Peters running away with this one tonight. 24-hour News 8's Dani Carlson live in Detroit with the U.S. Senator-elect.
You know, and that's funny, Brian and Marley. Senator-elect Gary Peters joining with me now. He took to the podium tonight specifically addressing those negative ad campaigns, saying that really it was only due to volunteers that you were able to overcome that publicity, correct?
Well, it is. I think that's really was our success here tonight, and we've been campaigning for a year and a half. I take the job of being a representative very seriously, which means you got to be out in the community, you got to be talking to folks, but you really got to be doing more listening. And we built a grassroots network all across the state of Michigan, and that I think is really important. I mean, you can have ads on TV and mailings, but if you hear from a friend about a candidate that talks, that means a lot more. It's that personal contact and networks that I think are so important.
And you won this race, not altogether surprising, but still, how does it feel to know you're now Senator-elect Peters?
Well, I look forward to the challenge. You know, it's about bringing folks together in the Senate. You know, I'm about practical, common sense problem solving, which is what I did in the House, and we've got to bring Democrats and Republicans together. We have to end the gridlock. And you know, I've had a chance to do that in the House. In fact, one of the people that I work with, Corey Gardner from Colorado, a House member that I've had a great relationship with, he just won his Senate race in Colorado. So I've got a friend from the Republican side of the aisle that I'll be working with, and I hope to make more friends.
Big win, very tough fought race, but still you had some very positive things to say about your opponent, Terry Lynn Land.
Well, I did say positive. She's a public servant who cares about the state. You know, we have to be civil. There needs to be civility here, and it's just about moving forward and knowing that in order for Michigan to be strong, we all have to come together. Both parties have to come together, and let's focus now. The campaign's over with. Let's focus on the job at hand, which is doing what's right for the state of Michigan and the families that are here.
Michigan will remain having 2 Democratic senators. What are you and Senator Debbie Stabenow going to be able to accomplish once you get to Washington, D.C.?
Well, we'll work as a team and focusing on some of the pressing issues we have in the state. The one thing that I'm focused on in particular is the economy, making sure that we are supporting our businesses here, small business in particular, which I've worked on. But it's good to have a team that's focused just on Michigan. I'm going to be fighting against 49 other states that are going to be fighting for their state. But I'm rolling up my sleeves, and I'm going to be an aggressive advocate for the middle-class families and those who aspire to be in the middle class here in our state.
And the other big race we're keeping an eye on, Mark Schauer, many news agencies, including Wood TV, projecting Rick Snyder re-elected. That is not the message that we're hearing tonight from Democrats. It seems to be a wait and see. Is that your feeling as well tonight?
From what I understand, the numbers are very close, and so we're waiting to see. I haven't had a chance to talk to Mark Schauer. I've been down here talking to folks, but I understand the numbers are very close, and they're analyzing those. And you know, it's obviously it's a very important thing as to who's going to win, and you don't want to be premature, particularly when you're in a very close race.
Great. Thank you so much. Senator-elect Gary Peters, thank you so much. Senator-elect Gary Peters joining us to talk about what he hopes to accomplish in Washington, D.C., as he did beat his opponent, Terry Lynn Land. We are live in Detroit tonight. Dani Carlson, 24-hour News 8.